Hello, everyone. If anybody's out there, I'm just gonna do this, you know, post-ad-apocalypse. We're gonna watch another Larry Blairmeyer movie. If I can get that glare away from it. I don't know where it's coming from. Wait, it's coming from the kitchen. Hold on. Too many lights on. Might actually be this one. So let's start the Larry Blairmeyer movie here. I mean, what's YouTube gonna do? Demonetize me? Where is that light coming from? Seriously, I have no idea what that reflection is. Oh yeah, I do. It is a big light. Hold on. So how is everyone today? The whole one person watching. I just figure I'd do a live. Hey, professional student. Yeah, I mean, I broke 600 today, but I mean, even if I hit the 1,000, I don't have the watch hours, you know. But we'll do this for a little bit. We're planning for our weekend trip to Georgia this weekend. I haven't been there in 15 years. Hey. Oh, I got 3 people watching now. Sorry, cats might bump the tripod here. Just forewarning. Might be cat quakes going on. This is dark and stormy night. Hey, Beige. Ludo's actually my nickname since I'm a geologist. You know, Labyrinth. The movie Labyrinth. The creature, Ludo. Rocks friends. That's where it comes from. So, yeah, I did a lot of preparing for our trip. Hey, Lanny. Steven went down to... No, Lanny goes to Steven went down to Georgia. Just doesn't have the same ring as the devil went down to Georgia. I know it doesn't, but I'm actually excited to go back down there. It's been 15 years. And I'm kind of out of my element, though, because it won't be pre-Cambrian rocks. They're going to be looking at Cretaceous rocks in the coastal plain, Providence Canyon. Oh, Lanny, he ain't doing nothing. He's been doing a lot. Actually, Farintosh Farms photography, he's been doing a lot of shout-out videos, and I give him props for that. I don't have the time. I wish I did. I gotta go to my stupid job during the day. Stupid work. Hate it. 5 people watching now. Sweet. If anyone has any questions, wants to ask me anything, I'm watching the side here. Otherwise, I just go babble about our Georgia trip. We're going to Providence Canyon, Georgia. Well, it used to be called the, oh, sweet cooking. Live chicken streams, yes. Providence Canyon, Georgia, what used to be called the KT. You guys probably heard of the KT boundary. It's not there. There are Cretaceous deposits with tertiary above it. We don't use the term tertiary anymore. It's not called KT anymore. It's called the K-PA, Cretaceous Paleogene contact now. But the KT boundary is not there because there's an unconformity there. But there are Upper Cretaceous and Paleogene, deposits there. And the Paleogene ones are pretty cool because it's a mix of nearshore marine and like sub-aerial channel deposits. And some of the fossils in there, I still have one. I was going to... Of course she's studying. She can study and watch this, Lanny. Oh. But some of the fossils there, instead of being replaced with calcium carbonate, have actually been replaced with hematite. And it's pretty cool. So we'll see if I can find any of those. Hey, record reelers. What's going on, guys? 6 people watching now. So, yeah, I'm excited to go back down there. Hopefully I can find some hematitic fossils. If not, I'm going to... Studying's overrated. I made it through barely doing it. I don't recommend doing that, but you know, I am going to try to do some lives on the way. Oh, Beej, I hope to find a lot of them. The coastal plain deposits, and what they're called. They're mostly sandstones and siltstones, but there's some cool colors there too. We are watching Dark and Stormy Night, another Larry Blairmeyer movie. I think this one was 2010, maybe? I forget. It's got a lot of the same characters from Lost Skeleton and Cadavra. Matter of fact, everyone in that's in this except one new person, I think. Um, the thing they read when somebody dies. um, I love how people just randomly shaking bushes out there. Let's see if I can find some of the preparation materials for our trip. There's actually, you know, the thing I don't like. Georgia doesn't really have their own state survey like a lot of states do, and like provinces, and it's kind of under the DNR. That's actually common, but they have like zero budget. So there's not a lot of publications on the stuff down there. But I mean, nothing's really been done down there since I was down there 15 years ago. But let's see. I think here's a geologic map. I know you can't see it very well, but if I turn any lights on, you're just going to get glare. Some cross sections in here. There's a aerial of the canyon. Oh, 7 people now. Yay. Actually, if I turn this light on, I might be okay. So, hold on. Let me reach over all y'all here. There we go. So I got the preparation materials. I hope to get a lot of good fossils, a lot of good multicolored sands and things like that. So I'm going to really be out of my element because it's not Precambrian. But oh, by the way, these deposits do not have dinosaur fossils. I guess they've been found really close by, but none actually in these deposits have ever been found. There's a very white sand down there called the Providence Sand. In the canyon itself, let's see if I can find the black and white pictures. It's an erosional remnant from poor farming practices. It's actually it actually is only formed in the past 100 years or so. It's a USGS publication here. Let's see if I can find a black and white photo for you of it. This is a 1955 publication, so as you can see, not much work going on around here, down here. Let's see. I know there's old photos I have. Oh yeah, here we go. The canyon now is so much bigger. I mean, that's it in its early days. Beige, the thing with the beige acids trace fossils like prints, the Providence sand is which is mostly what's exposed there, is actually a borderline near shore barrier sand island like you presently have like in Destin, Florida right now. They found trace fossils, and they've actually found shrimp have been found, but it's just not very well. I mean, that type of environment, and if I do the lives and whatever from the videos, when you look at the sand, you'll see it's not very it's a very coarse sand. It's not very oh sweet, talking about fish and stuff. It's not a very conducive environment for preserving things. And the Ripley, the underlying Ripley, which is barely exposed in the canyon, does have a lot of fossils in it because it is marine. But I'm actually going to look at that at a different location called Frog Bottom. It's the Ripley siltstone is like this gray, and these deposits are all unconsolidated. But us geologists, we don't care about how hard something is; we still call it rock. But the Ripley, the fossils like clams and stuff and oysters in there, they look like they died yesterday, except they've taken on the gray color of the sediments. Picked up on the stream video. Oh, I'll talk about the fish stuff. See if find. We have trail maps of the canyon. was trying to get topo maps from the USGS today, but their website's been down for days. And they don't seem to care.
Where were you going?
How odd, where were you going? This is sort of like a bad spoof of Clue.
But it seems I was driving and my car broke down, and now I find myself, well,
nice.
as they say. Do not be
Gene Quinfa, the Cantaloupe people from Lost Skeleton Returns. Again.
It does not bother Mrs. Cupcupper that you do this joking as
Let's see if I have anything to show you guys.
spirit world also. Why?
I'm gonna keep this going for a little bit. Girlfriend's in bed again. Oh, Beige, that moose. We saw so much stuff last year. The moose, actually, my friend Mary took that footage. Her phone's a lot better quality than we had. She took that footage of the moose, and he actually looks pretty typical for a moose. It's common really only to see them during the day if it's raining like it was. But yeah, last year was awesome. We saw moose. Oh, saw deer. We always see deer. They're all over the place. That's nothing new. Turkeys, but I didn't get any footage of them. Turkeys are common too. But the black bears in Ontario. Was that supposed to be T-Rex artifacts? See, so the thing is, like, the Mesozoic and just the Phanerozoic in general just isn't really my thing. So, I mean, the only reason why I know, I'll get back to the black bears in a sec, Beach. The only reason why I know these deposits is because I studied them while I was down there for 2 years. That's the only reason why I know them really well. But I am a Precambrian geologist. That's my thing. But I am metasedimentary and sedimentary Precambrian geology. That's what I study, usually up north. But Beige, the black bears, yeah, Mary, we were in Ontario, I think Wawa area, and we stayed at a hotel. Behind there was a landfill. Black bears are the raccoons of the north. They really are. There was a landfill back there, so she went back there and found black bears. The fact that they didn't run from her was kind of weird, but they did have cubs, so that's probably why they didn't. Usually black bears see people, and they flee. I mean, we see them all the time, and they just run away. And there's an old saying, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. Because black bears don't want anything to do with people. Brown bears will rip your face open. And yes, grizzlies are brown bears. Did I answer your question, Beach? I hope it did. Oh, Will Stacks, I forgot about those. I've actually only seen this movie like twice. Usually I've seen all Larry Blair Myers movies from like 10 times. Maybe. Yeah, black bears, I mean, we've seen them out in the middle of the woods in Ontario, and every time we see them, they just run from us. And then Mary, being the genius she is, tries to chase them down. Which I did. I have seen brown wolves, or red wolves, I forget which is technical, to red wolves, I guess, in the Upper Peninsula, but they're too fast. I always see them on the side of the road. They just saw one sitting in the middle of the road once. Hey, Nim. I don't know if you've seen, but there's a ton of videos out there of cats scaring black bears up trees. I don't know why, but it seems black bears are terrified of house cats. I am too, even though I have them. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Train derailed.
Oh, my wife, Christy. Did someone mention my name?
And the cats are going at it.
So sorry about those awful.
So you'll probably hear that too.
Oh, please don't anyone mention death threats again. She knows she has death threats. Please.
She knows she has death threats. We all know she has death threats. Wish I could say that. No, just kidding. So yeah, we're leaving Friday.
Do I look nauseous to you?
Yes, they are real. Yeah. I've never seen a brown bear. I really hope to never see one. I go up north far enough to see them, and I just hope to never see one. But that when we go down south,
It was on a night just like this.
the trip, we're leaving Friday, and then we'll be back Sunday. We're basically going to be there Saturday. And us feral Canadian Yoopers are going to be out of our element, too. It's been in the 60s the past couple days here. Started thunderstorming last night and hasn't stopped raining, but the temperature's dropping. But, like, it's supposed to be in the 80s down there. We're going to totally be out of our element.
His mottled brow, catching the
Oh, talking about bears. Oh, I've seen wolves before just sitting in the middle of the street in the Upper Peninsula, especially around Mass City. And one time I thought it was a dog just sitting there until it stood up. It was just sitting down and walked off into the forest.
stormed by the breadsticks of
I don't have the balls to bear hunt. Actually, my property, my cabin in the UP, there's a guy next to me that owns a large amount of acres.
30 years hence.
Oh, Beach, we hear wolves and coyotes up there all the time. But the guy that owns the acreage next to me, he allows hunting on his land. And this year he had like the #1 bear hunter on his property. So they're up by my cabin. I've never seen them by my cabin, though. Turkeys. Hey, Nim, you know what I never understood? Okay, we go to the Upper Peninsula. We see deer all the time. They just stand in the road. They don't get out of the way. They're dumb as shit. Turkeys are dumb as shit, but at least they're smart enough to get out of the middle of the road. Yeah, see, I own guns. I'm not a big gun nut or anything. I just own guns because of things like black bears up north. And we're going to go down south. I've seen in Providence Canyon before wild boars just going over the ridges. I'm terrified of those. So yeah, you don't want to mess with them either. But it is armadillo, like armadillos are down there, and I've seen many of them, and they're so cute because they give birth to identical quintuplets, and they should be reaching the adolescent stage this time of year. So I'm hoping to see some rustling through the leaves down there. The older armadillos are cool. If there's one in the trail, they just stare at you. They don't even move.
Yes, the cabin of all murders.
Oh, Beej, I know. That one time I was real close to it, but I was just on the downside of a ridge, and they came right up above. They were probably 50 feet from me, and I just froze and I just let them go.
String of
Nim, they can also, I don't know if they carry the plague, but they carry leprosy. There's a leper colony in Texas. They're,
so far the
fortunately for humans, wait,
all named so-so.
Lanny, yes. Yeah, I don't want to ever be chased by a boar. That's why I'm bringing the firearms with us when we go down there. No, wolves are not predictable. But we hear, like I said, we hear them on my property all the time. More so coyotes. Coyotes are very common. Yeah, Nim, leprosy. Fortunately, 90% of the human population is naturally immune to leprosy. And it's highly contagious. If we weren't, we all would have died of it a long time ago.
Sinus Cavender.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sinus Cavender. I'm excited to go down. I do hope we do see some wildlife. Coyote wolves. I don't know, Nam. I hear coyotes breed with some. Maybe it is red wolves they can breed with. I don't know. But I gotta look into that. I don't want to give any misinformation. Oh, but I do not look forward. Another good thing about going down south this time of year is diamondbacks shouldn't be out. I've stepped over them bathing in the morning sun before, never gotten struck, but that scared the hell out of me. I thought it was a twig, walked right over it. Saw it curl up in the corner of my eye.
I hereby leave my collection of black
Is it? So I don't know much about leprosy. I know it's contagious. And I know most of the population doesn't respond to the virus. I thought it was a virus. You sure it's not a virus? Anyway, I'll let you guys look that up.
to be given in small denominations. Holy smoke, what a piece of luck. I'm so glad I was out driving. In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
My nephew's wife.
Yeah, but diamondbacks, yeah, don't it?
I leave the sum.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm just a geologist. I don't really study a lot of biology things. Matter of fact, the rocks I study, wouldn't even make a good paleontologist because the rocks I study are so damn old. The only thing we ever see in them are stromatolites.
And chewing gum trees.
Love the look on his face. Fleming.
Cavender!
So Solek said that leprosy is a contagious form of cancer. I always thought it was a virus, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I love stromatolites too. When on the UP, I've the most recent paper I submitted, they're in those deposits. They're actually terrestrial stromatolites. They're not marine, but they form the mounds and the. Oh, it's a bacteria. I don't know what leprosy is, but stromatolites, they're pretty cool. I got videos of me touching them and going up, studying them. Actually, the deposits in Copper Harbor, that's actually Horseshoe Harbor, near Copper Harbor. The stromatolites, they're like I said, are terrestrial lake stromatolites. 1.088 billion year old ones, I believe. Lenny goes, dogs have a form of cancer that's contagious through butt sniffing. That's why cats are better. Damn, I guess I gotta give up my butt sniffing.
Now, before everyone reacts and starts saying
Oh, Beige, if you were near a stromatolite, you'd take it for the oxygen. Yeah, that's a good one. These guys have been dead for a very long time. Very long time. But it's weird because the rock is like mostly conglomerate with this thin, maybe 20-foot thick lake bed between it that's mostly sand and siltstone. And it's reddish in color, and then the white stromatolites just stand out with their red stripes in them. Pretty cool.
its contents.
This rant is not brought to you by La Crotch.
Great heaven! What happened? I don't know. I can't see. The lights have gone out. Does anyone know what's happened? Lights have gone
Oh no, the lights have gone out.
Why now? The lights have gone out. Jeans! Jeans! Yes,
Tasmanian Devils. You mean the Thylacine? I wish those guys were still around, man. I really do.
What was that? Oh, what's happening now?
What's happening? Oh, lights. Oh.
Well, I just switch, you know?
Hit the switch. Oh, 7 people watching. Thanks, guys.
Well, they're on. Well, it's a wall switch, you see.
Oh. Who done it? Bad murder.
Boy,
What a scoop.
I mean, how awful.
Tragedy, not
Oh, that's Animala. It's funny to hear her actually have dialogue in a movie.
I'd say from the position of the knife that you've been stabbed.
When you?
10 o'clock?
I'm a little fast.
You're telling me.
Nobody touch anything except your own clothing.
But only when necessary.
Butler did it. Beige, I actually don't remember who did it. It's been so long since I've seen this movie.
Long distance. Go ahead.
But you're probably right. Probably is Butler.
Busted.
Busted.
Dead air, Faraday, like between your ears.
Don't get personal. All right, we're gonna have to send somebody. Send somebody.
Hey, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, I didn't make the 1,000 subscribers, but even if I did, it wouldn't frickin' matter.
Once. Say, I don't know if it means anything.
It was the guy live at the Candlestick, probably.
Is that important?
I try to give semi-quality live streams. There'll be good ones this weekend if I get signal. Like on our trip, there's a couple places I have planned stop on the way. But, if I can't get signal, I won't be able to do live streams, and I hate when that happens. Dun dun. Yeah, even if I hit the 1,000 subscribers, I have nowhere near the 4,000 hours, so I guess it is what it is. I guess, sweet. I love watching people's streams too.
I'm no expert.
10,000 views a month? I thought it was 4,000 hours in the past 12 months. I don't know. Honestly, fuck YouTube. Seriously. I mean, it takes a couple idiots to screw everything else up for the rest of us. But you know what? Supposedly they're going to pay us. I guess I'll finally get my $30.
I say. Off you presumptive.
240,000 hours? Well, I started this channel.
The fourth estate.
It's the world's time. Waste 50 more, Lanny. Keep wasting them days. I started my channel a little bit before, I think, right around the time of the original Adpocalypse or whatever it was. Probably, maybe a little before. And 240,000 minutes now. Yeah, that's about 4,000 hours, isn't it? But, anyway, yeah, and then I put one video up, and all the crackpots came out of the woodwork and gave me the 10,000 views. So I started monetizing, and not anymore. Oh well, it is what it is. Last November. Well, you know what? There are some advantages, but hey, change it. Hey, you know, there are some advantages to not being monetized. Like you're not so rigidly restricted to some of their policies. Like if I was still monetizing, I mean, the guy that makes these movies doesn't care. But say I was watching something else that's a little more popular, you know, that's a big no-no. But like now that you're not monetized, who cares? I blame Logan Paul too. I didn't even know. Yeah, so I agree. Yeah, Logan Paul, you know who that friggin' douche canoe was until that happened. I'd never even heard of the dude. And yeah, he did screw it up. But I did hear he did get fully demonetized, so maybe he'll have to go out and get an actual job now. I'm going to move the camera a little. I'm not going to touch it. Let's leave it there. Ooh. See if there's anything around here I can show you guys. Oh, yeah. Beach, that doesn't surprise me. I actually did a video. It says I did a video where I put in the tags, hey, Jake the Snake. I put in the tags, I did a video. It was my museum one where we walked through the Field Museum and saw the Evolving Planet exhibit. And I put Homo neanderthalis in there. And it got demonetized. So I took it out. YouTube's bots are dumb. They really freaking are stupid. Yeah. I actually was talking to Sarah about that, I think, last night. I love this place. They're the best breakfast food. We never actually stayed here. We just go there for the breakfast food. We usually either camp or we stay at a cheaper hotel because this place is expensive, but it's awesome. I love Wawa. Gold district up there in the Greenstones. Archean Rocks, Paleoproterozoic. It's yeah, so I heard about that. Maybe it was from you, and I thought that was pretty sad. It was true. That's just ridiculous. But like I said, there's advantages not being monetized. You don't have to worry about that crap. Playing unauthorized music. Beige. You know, I wonder, was it this place? This is the Wawa Motor Inn. It's really the only big hotel out there. And I think it's been there since the 50s. So it's quite possible you were there. You know, so I never really made money very posh at Beach. It had to be this place. On Mission Road, which is right off Trans-Canada 17. Yeah, record reels. You know what? The thing about the demonetization is it's more a morale kick to the balls than anything. You know, it's demoralizing more than anything. I've never made a ton of money off of it, but you know, it's just crappy. It's just crappy. You know, I mean, it's going to lower the quality of YouTube. I mean, I'm never going to do reality TV show crap and none of that garbage. You know. That's so weird to see Animala talking. Yeah, record reels, I've been kind of demoralized and kind of like meh. But I've got a lot of stuff to do. It will be epic. Well, we just got to keep doing quality content, I suppose. Well, this trip this weekend is going to kick me in the butt to do, you know, more videos. And I want to take people when we go up north. I'm studying, I've done 2 peer-reviewed papers I've done 2 peer-reviewed papers on the Mid-Continental Rift, and not the volcanics, but the sediments that fell. Mid-Continental Rift basically is under Lake Superior and comes down. It's a failed rift. It's Precambrian. Ablation is when snow goes directly from solid to gas. Ablation. That word actually has like 3 different meanings, but it is that word. Yeah, I did the hey Beej. But I'm gonna be doing the Frida sandstone this year. I'm gonna redefine that one. I've redefined the Copper Harbor, and I've redefined the Jacobsville. Well, it's a group now, thanks to me. But these are all very late Precambrian sediments. Thanks, Alex. He said liquid is a stemmatic reaction that goes from solid to vapor. Although I took a lot of chemistry in college, I don't remember as much of it as I should. It's pouring there? It's been pouring here for 2 days. And I'm in Indiana. What do you mean Western Michigan? Are you talking about the lower part or the only part I care about, the UP? Because I think it was snowing in the UP. I'm worried about my cabin, too. I'm more worried about sleet up there than I am snow. What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, the Mid-Continent stopped snowing here. Been snowing for 4 days. Solid to gas. Yeah, the chemistry I remember isn't too much, but I mean, I've learned to do some things. I also learned that if you're going to use gasoline as a solvent to dissolve a nonpolar substance, because you can't use water, even though water is salt, you can't use it for that. But if you're going to use gasoline to dissolve a nonpolar substance, like wax, let's say, don't heat the gasoline. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can collect your 2 weeks right now. And you can forget a recommendation. No.
If you butter the servants. Frozen fog. Is that a thing? I hope so, because it sounds cool. I really want to go to Greenland, too. I've always wanted to do that. Some good Precambrian sediments up there, too. Actually, I would love to go to Antarctica, but it ain't never going to happen.
Strangled about the neck until dead.
Just like the cabin of more murders.
Only her name isn't so-so. Like we were gonna
kill all the others, but we all- Maltese kitty cat. Did you catch that?
None of it isn't fair.
Life's tough, monkey.
Oh, I hate when people plow you in.
Hey, I may be a sap,
With you so far.
but someone tell me how the murderer could get
Appalachian Mountains. I didn't see that whole thing landing. I'm sorry, I kind of faded out before I looked at it. Appalachian Mountains have a very complex history. Actually, they may be responsible for the reason why the Mid-Continent Rift failed, at least in part. The Grenville orogeny. That's geology talk for a mountain building event. Yeah, I guess you call them the ancient Appalachians. I know there's been other, like during the Ordovician, they were rebuilt back up and stuff like that. But yeah, the original part, the old part, the core of the Appalachians was assembled at the continent about 1 billion years ago. Record reel, I haven't in a very long time, and I would like to. I was thinking about getting a permit for the UP this year so I could do it up there. People have been saying I should. I'm pretty feral. I'll eat just about anything, but we need to get some sort of actual boat or at least a raft.
What's that beside the body?
You want to hike the Appalachian trails this year? Do it. Do it. Do it. My goal in the next few years, big fishing in the UP, sweet. I love Lake Superior trout. What was I going to say? I want to hike the north shore of Lake Superior on the Ontario side. Probably start out from Wawa, head up top, come back down, stop in Thunder Bay.
Oh, my goodness, you're right.
The 5 Crown hike? Sweet.
Will be next.
Definitely fun fishing. You know, record reelers, I've been in many creeks in the UP too, and I'll see the fish swim by me, and I'm just like, oh, too bad I don't have a rod and reel. But If I do fishing up there, I've got to specifically do that, you know, because fishing equipment can be kind of cumbersome to carry around. Not that it's not worth it. I'm just saying, you know, when you're trying to carry rocks with you and stuff, it can be a bit cumbersome.
Who will be next? It is me. And it's signed the Phantom of Cavender.
Well, Lake Superior, I I forget. It's either the largest or the second largest, depending if you're talking about volume or surface area, freshwater lake in the world. Hey, Sewer Tapes, what's up? Yeah, no, Lake Superior does act like an ocean. It's huge. It's my favorite Great Lake. I have other names for the other Great Lakes, like, you know, I only live like 5 miles from Lake Michigan. I call that one Lake Mediocre. And then there's Lake Erie, also known as Lake Ew. Sweet. No one has ever. Oh, you should be the first. Oh, record wheels. Yeah, but did he pick up like 50 pounds of rocks with him on the way? I got a bad habit of doing that. But actually, we're going to be spending a lot of time. 22,000-mile hike. Do it, man. You'd be rich afterwards. Try to do the thing where people sponsor you. You know, like a penny a mile or something like that. You know. Miss Banwell, you okay in there? He's so whiny in this movie.
Don't answer if you're dead, okay?
Don't answer if you're dead.
Miss Fanlaw! Lady! Oh, boy.
Not gaining wealth, just knowledge. Oh, that's why I want to do the North Shore Lake Superior.
Okay, my ship's over. Ship's over.
Bees, you probably would, but, you know, we're going to be spending a lot of time in northern Wisconsin this year, near the Apostle Islands, because Frida sandstone outcrops in Wisconsin better than it does in the UP. And from my basic, it seems to be different in the UP than there's a facies change between Wisconsin and the UP, and unfortunately, there's no exposures of it. They're in that change, and there's no rock cores, of course. You know, why would there be? But yeah, I need to definitely redefine the Frida. I might divide it into 2 separate formations. I'm sure people love that. Don't answer if you're dead. I love that line. Yeah, Beach, it's Holmes. Right?
Well, I don't know. I might be. Jack Tugden's gone too. Maybe they're in cahoots. I hope so if they're out in this weather.
Wait, what? Bigfoot ladies suing California for what? God, that sounds tragic. Yeah, it's Holmes. Like I said, I have nicknames for all of them except Lake Superior. When I die, I want a Viking funeral on Lake Superior. Bye, record reels. Out, man. Have a good night. Like I said, I want a Viking funeral on Lake Superior. I don't give a rat's ass if it's legal or not, because I'll be dead.
Patty's gone, Teek's gone, Sebastian's gone, Jack Tugden's gone.
Where can they have all gone to? Is there a plane?
Where have they? I'm sorry.
Who the devil could that be at this time of night? I know, it's 13 o'clock.
You know, so I've seen a lot of videos on the freaking internet where people claim to see like dead werewolves rotting or something, and I'm like, that's a black bear carcass.
So sorry to disturb you at this ungodly hour.
With the beard.
To wake your very large family.
Sky burial, that'd be sweet.
Dr. Von Vanderbilt? Yes.
15-foot bear up a tree. It's amazing what people think are freaking weird things. This is like, I don't know.
Patient of mine is broken loose and is believed to be, well, right in this area.
Lanny's like, I'm going to be a tree after I die so I can pollinate and give people allergies. Nice. Man, I can't believe it's going to be in the 80s down there when we go down there next weekend. We're going to be like a fat man and on a relatively cool day. We're going to be overheating. Sorry, my big nose was in the way.
Well, don't look at me, dear.
Yeah, sure. What do you do after that?
Never know when gifts are
Genetically engineer Sam Squatch. That'd be cool.
Oh, that's my Archie. Always thinking I'd help little old Jane Ovenham. We know the truth, don't we, Arch?
We know a lot of things
Find the alien. Oh, sewer tapes. I'm the alien. Shh, don't tell anyone. Sewer tapes, where are we going? We're going down to Georgia, Province Canyon, Lumpkin, south of Columbus. Not too far from the Alabama border. Hey, vlogger. What's up? Just babbling. Talking about random stuff. Watching Larry Blairmeyer movies. Yep, just going down to Georgia. Look at rocks outside my comfort zone. Maybe get some good fossils and stuff. Fossils. Those things muck up my rocks. Yeah. Life so temporary.
What is the patient's name, Doctor?
Roca Santachow. Last seen in this.
Oh, sewer tapes. Did you hear that? Province Canyon. Do you know where that is?
This patient looked like this Rocky Sandwich cow.
Before, actually, this movie came out, I believe, in like 2010. See, Larry does this. He makes spoofs of old movies. The waitress, yeah, she looks shifty. She does, doesn't she? Yeah, no, these movies are recent. Like Lost Skeleton and Cadavra, that was 2001. The sequel, I think, was 2007 or 8. He just likes to make them these old styles. Like I said, they're spoofs. They're great. I love them. This is like a big Clue spoof.
Never see the patient, nor they the doctor. It makes for a truly objective diagnosis.
Yeah, but of who?
If you can't give us a description, can you at least tell us what they look
Oops,
like?
meant The guy that makes his movies, he's always in them too. He played Dr. Armstrong in Lost Skeleton. He's the nerdy guy with the glasses in this one. Oh, I've been to Stone Mountain. I've went up there a couple times. That's where I actually got fined for taking rocks from the park. That was when I made a decent amount of money. So I was up there, and I was getting some of the rocks near the granite Mesozoic contact, some of the metasedimentary rocks. And I got caught. Yeah, I know, right? I want to make a movie like this. And I got caught. And he's just like, are you going to put those back? And I'm like, why? He's like, well, if not, I'm going to fine you. I go, do I get to keep the rocks? And he said, yeah. He said, all right, give me the fine. It was $500. Pink Floyd Laser Show. No, I have not.
I'm hightailing. Sit down, Happy. We got the Phantom of Cabin, the Cavendish Strangler, a guy who says he's returning from the dead, a 300-year-old witch's case, and now a fugitive from the loony bin. What am I waiting for? The giant bat of painful, ugly blisters or something? I'm cutting. Interesting choice of words. If you have a machete.
So I do plan on making a geology movie, but that's not going to be a D movie. I was thinking about like making this because when we're up north and on our excursions a lot, we make a lot of stupid jokes and stuff that we make, and I always thought about kind of just assembling them into a video, but maybe calling it the Feral Canadian Youper channel or something. I don't know. Hey, if it's a beautiful piece, Beige, sometimes you have to pay for them. Lumberjack movie. Well, we are pretty much all dressed like lumberjacks anyway. Although I used to chainsaw, I'm too old to wield an axe. Arthritis and shit.
That's so satisfying somehow. Wait!
You should, so yeah, if you found caves that no one knows of, yeah, that'd be cool. I'd watch those videos.
When the answers may be seeking. Wait.
Although spelunking isn't really my thing, but I would watch that. I'd live vicariously through it. Just like I don't play video games, but I like watching Lanny and Troy. I live vicariously through them.
Too, as they say. Ever poke your own eyes? But 14
Get some of those crystals. Well, Alabama's known for its white quartz crystals. Well, if you get good crystals, they could be sewer tapes that he'd watch too. I totally would. If you can get good quality crystals, you can sell them for pretty decent.
It wasn't until I spoke with a dead Airedale named Wapisa.
I mean, I pulled some stuff out of. Oh, you did? I'm gonna have to go look for them then. Alabama, yeah, Alabama has very good. Actually, I have a piece of clear quartz from Alabama. Hold on, I'll show it to you. I found cool minerals and crystals in very places people wouldn't think they are. But yeah, this is a quartz crystal from Alabama.
Hi, Gunny Gunny Luck Cakes.
Hi, Mrs. Cup.
Nim blue crystals. Well, a lot of different things can be blue. Even calcite can be blue. I have blue calcite.
You've got problems.
Yeah, that's
What is with the
hexagonal
madhouse? It's terrible.
quartz.
Tell me something I don't know, Gunny.
Yeah, you get good crystals, they'll go for a decent amount of money.
Can you tell us
I mean,
anything about
like amethyst. I mean, you get amethyst. Friend gave me black crystal from Brazil. Bees, there's a lot of good amethyst from Brazil, but if you get amethyst from North America, there's only 1 or 2 places it probably came from. The biggest one is Thunder Bay, Ontario. And amethyst, it's just purple quartz. And it sells for ridiculous amounts of money. So you should seriously take those. Crap, I would probably, I don't know where you live, but I'd probably drive out there just to pick them up from you.
Well, this is it, let me tell you. It's a creed. Well, forget it. I've never seen so much.
I have to ship a, yeah, Chris, I love crystals. Oh, actually, oh no, they're down in the basement. Ah, never mind. I have some good tumbled minerals. Pyro Mountains. I'm not sure. Where is that? I am not aware of the Pyro Mountains. Pyro? Hey, Surtits, when I go to southern Indiana, there's a creek right off the highway. Well, in the spring, it's great for geode hunting. I mean, I have buckets full of these things. Henderson Creek, that's the name of it. It's right off the road. It's public land. You go down there in the spring after they've all been washed down, and the pebbles, the creek bed is pebbles of geodes. That's all it is. Oh, yeah, actually, so we're going out west this year. 4th of July, we're all going to take a bunch of time off, and we're going to, because I haven't been out west in forever either. I haven't been to Arizona since 2007, I think. So...
this? Seemed like something this broker said, what's it could do, Doc?
What? They might see anything. They might hear anything. But you know, I thought I felt something like an ostrich behind me, but I really cannot be quite sure.
I heard like an angry mutter, like
That's the guy.
complaining about
That makes these.
Like, this doorknob is senseless.
Say, could your friend at the floating head do something?
Sorry, Solix. I was trying to read that, and I was looking at a weird angle, but I think I got the gist of that.
Heard of Gunny Gunny Luck Cakes until today. Come, let us leave this
Except I couldn't tell what that last word was.
and mounted heads. That once
Extraordinary? I probably would. I am kind of partial to my pre-Cambrian rock, so... let me see if I... one of these other rants I showed... there we go, yes. I showed my Lake Superior agate on host rock. I could show that again. Sure, why not?
His trousers that the headmaster put on.
Lake Superior agate sells for a lot of money if you polish it up nice. And there's different types of agates, but really all it is Chalcedonian quartz. But this is a chunk of the host rock from Thunder Bay. This is one of the sources of it. I'll take. You can give some crystals my way. You need some. But yeah, this is one of the host rocks where Lake Superior agate is derived from. This is the Precambrian gunflint formation. This is an iron carbonate. It's a host rock, and this was along a bedding plane. But yeah, I might actually stake this. I actually have a prospecting license in Ontario. I have 3 sets of tags. My sister wants me to tag her land that she owns so no one else does it, because you can claim someone else's land up there. And then there's 1 off 638, and I might do this 40. But we'll see.
great passion for small, round, floating objects and slides. Same old story.
What about you, Ray Westenhouse? Sure, I like Sumerian meat rituals, I guess.
I wish I had a piece of the pudding stone. It's comes from the Lorraine Formation, middle of the Lorraine Formation.
Remember the poof, but all right, I'll talk. Don't threaten me anymore. I wasn't here by accident.
I love agates. That's my girlfriend's trying to find some when we go up north all the time. She's polishes rocks, and so she's got tumblers in the basement. They're going right now. They've been going for weeks. No, superior agates are awesome. Don't diss my superior agates.
Sorry, that tea went down funny. as I was saying, Silas Cavender was my friend. I was helping out with his Little League team, pouring water, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, he told
Rocks
me
do have power. If they're big and heavy enough and you hit someone in the head, they fall down.
well, the rest
The
is
person, not the
here
rock.
I am. Could I go to bed? I don't feel so good. Yeah.
But anyway, the pudding stone, this is one of the 40 I want to stake. It's the middle of the rain formation, which is a white quartzite, very white, and it has red jasper in it, just pebbles of red jasper. So it's just white with pieces of red jasper in it. Actually, you know what I could do? I could show you guys my website and show you some of the pictures from the excursions. Hold on, I will do that. Why did I not think of this before? And then I'll probably let y'all go because we're coming up on an hour. If this opens, why are you not opening? Please open. There's my crappy video editing software. Cyberlink. It's crap. It used to be good a long time ago, but now it's total crap. Crap, I can't even spell right now. If you go to my website, you have to... This plays automatically. The sound's off, though. This is us, 2014. Actually, I will play it, because a friend of mine, she's a geophysicist. Her and her friends made this. I'll play that for you guys first. They actually had to edit it out because they got bitched at by Michigan Tech for having unsafe practices. I take free stuff. That's my friend. She's Finnish, actually, from Finland. I love that dog. She's French. I don't know where she even is these days. This video's about 2 years old. Yeah, they're a bunch of geophysicists, so, yeah. Pigs. Gotta love little pigs. Hey, we go out that way. I'll hit you up, Solix. I will. There's Lisa. I'm not in it this video. There's a koala for random. But I'll definitely hit you up when we go out there. So it's going to be around July 4th. I've been there. That's Wetmore Landing area. Yeah, I've been at all these places. I know exactly where they are. Well, SiO2 forms a lot. I mean, yeah, opal's one, quartz, you know, chalcedony, potato, it's all SiO2. I'm going to show you the channel. Alright, or my website. I don't know how well you can even see this, but maybe I'll reposition the camera so y'all can see better. I'm going to show you some of my photos. In case you're interested, this is megaweb.org. So it's M is a Mike, I is an indigo, G is in golf, E is an echo, -web.org. I'm going to go to my photo gallery, show you some of it. I'll do this for a few minutes. I'll let you. Thanks, Sewer Tips. I actually did break 600. I'm going to subscribe to people. Yeah, help each other out here, because that's, you know, this isn't over yet. This is the pudding stone I was talking about. Beige, if you're still out there. This is from the middle of the rain formation. Here's the red jasper and the white quartzite. It's pretty coarse grained. This stuff is hard as hell. But it would make great building stone. That's me when I was young, before I got old. This is what I think this is the Sibley group of rocks. I know that this is Trans-Canada 17, east of Thunder Bay. You can't see it really well on there. It really doesn't. Let me see if I can get this better. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock everybody over. So you can maybe see these a little better. There, that's a little better. This is Illinois. This is Illinois River. This is some red. This is where I found red pyrite. Okay, we'll wait. This is from an old quarry that's now friggin' filled in. But yeah, I found red pyrite here, Silurian carbonate, dolostone. Banded iron formation, the only sedimentary rock Earth no longer makes. This is right off of US 41 in the UP. Find anything else really cool? The Silurian Ordovician contact in Illinois. Hey, Dave. Pen's right on the contact. Ordovician down here. It's an iron oolite, and this is dolostone above it. Conglomerate from Parfrey's Glen in Wisconsin. This is Cambrian, Lower Cambrian. What did Nim say? I missed it, sewer tapes. Montreal river mouth is like just outside of this picture. This is Frida sandstone. Hey, Muskie. These are like 80 to 120 foot tall cliffs, and the sandstone's been tilted nearly vertical. Best succession, almost complete exposure of the entire formation. Guy walking on stilts in the UP when I was looking at the rocks. Let's see. And me hanging out with... I graduated from ISU. This is Abelman's Gorge in Wisconsin. Everybody goes there on a structure trip. This was me about 20 years ago. My professor, my mentor, a guy that helps me out with my papers, that's him. Sweet. Van Hise Rock. Structural geology, how we figure out how rocks deform and patterns. And it was figured out in Wisconsin, not China, not Alaska, not someplace with really, really overly complex geology. It was friggin' figured out in Wisconsin. Van Hise ended up becoming the president of the university. This is in the UP in the winter. I forget the name of this waterfall. Hard time finding a photo of me. It was all cats. Yeah. Oh, this is Copper Harbor conglomerate with native copper in it. This was actually Lake Michigan when I lived in Chicago. That's the year we had the blizzard in 2011. That's actually standing on Lake Michigan right there. Thunder Bay, yes, beach. I think I only have one pick from Thunder Bay. It's this one. Next to the amethyst. See? That's me next to at the amethyst mine. 2012. I think that's the only one I have up here right now. Oh, I love this. This has a horse. This is Jacobsville with a Precambrian horse. This is complex geology right here, right off of Trans-Canada 17. Quarries. Oh, this right here. When people think of glacial deposits, they think of the Quaternary. Well, here's 2.38 billion with a B old glacial deposits off Ontario Route 638, the oldest confirmed glacial deposits in the world. Right before the Great Oxygenation Event. Yeah, there's us on Van Hise Rock 2014. Let's see. Montreal River, again, Mary's ass standing out there. Me creeping on quartzite up in Canada. Us at Devil's Lake, Elisa, Tiffany. My Jeep, Copper Harbor conglomerate with some icicles. 2014, wow, that was when I was doing research for the book. These are, this is Jacobsville Sandstone, Baraga Cliffs, UP, Upper Peninsula. Amnicom Falls, Wisconsin. Us trolling through the woods in January. And my favorite picture, M38. Let's see. I'll show you guys a couple publications. I need to massively update this website. I've neglected it for about a year and a half, but it cost me $300 just to maintain this bloody thing a year. But yeah, you can just scroll through this way. Let's just pick one. This is one way to do it. It's organized alphabetically by state or province. This is the actual nerd component of it. But you can also find stuff other ways. These pictures are all mine. It just goes into some cross section stuff like that. But you can also get into the maps and outcrops this way. You don't have to do it here. You do for like this stuff. You have to. This is one of my babies. This has been a work in progress for about half a decade now. This is actually out of date one. I think we're on I now. It'll clear up eventually, maybe. Yeah. Correlation of pre-Cambrian events, mid-continent, North America. But you can also go this way to get at things. If this bloody thing, this actually is Google Earth. Not everything is on here. Green pinpoints are outcrops, orange squares are geologic maps, yellow pins are rock cores, and purple are site-specific areas. But yeah, you can go down. You can just, yeah, the only reason why I made geologic maps of Indiana is because I live in this area. Let's see. We can just pick up on. We can pick on. You click here. Gives you quad. Not everything's a quadrangle. Some maps are smaller. Some maps are larger. Here, it's the cross section. Let's see. Oh no, don't try that much. I don't need to see the planet. Let's see here. What the heck did I just zoom in on? We can do stuff like this. Like this is too. A lot of the stuff along Lake Superior, the quadrangles are combined. Porcupine Mountains, because otherwise you just get a lot of water. But yeah, this is too. Oh crap, we're going on over an hour now. Well, as soon as this map downloads, yeah, here, this is two quadrangles side by side. This helped me redefine a couple of units. Porcupine Mountains area. But anyway, well, I would like to, yeah, big zit. I would like to thank everyone that, yeah, help each other out. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I've gone over this a lot longer than I wanted to, but, you know, we're still in this together, I guess, and, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Good night.